Law favors the longevity of the heterosexual hegemony to a near pathetically adherent degree. This is particularly woeful because Sculptham's new partner is the first one to actually confront her trauma head-on in a productive manner, with it being too taboo for the rest of the town. Happy holidays! There are next to no couples in Moral Orel who are in happy, healthy marriages. The closest thing we have, from characters we see more than a handful of times anyway, are Kim and Carl Latchkey, who are in such a state of arrested development that a full decade after high school, they're still in their honeymoon phase, thus completely inattentive and even hostile to their 12-year-old son, Doey. Clay and Blaberta, the married couple with the most development, are the absolute epitome of the worst-case scenario dysfunctional 1950s family I discussed earlier. They both sought to emulate the relationships of their parents, finding partners who resembled the parents of their opposite sex. Both are neglectful and or abusive to their children, and the only time they're not repressing their emotions is when they're lashing out at those around them. There's this fairly inconsequential joke in the episode Elemental Orel, where we learn Clay and Blaberta engage in a form of swinging centered around Blaberta taking up the role of a housewife to another family, doing chores and the like, while Clay watches from afar. I love this moment. It frames this obsession with replicating an idyllic family as being far more perverse than any of the goings-on at the lone sex shop in Moralton. The two threaten divorce a few times through the series, each time deciding against it, as if they actually went through with it, their friends would be privy to the failings of their relationship. Furthermore, they refuse to acknowledge what they both know to be true. The Shapey, their second child, isn't biologically theirs, that he's actually Coach Stopframe's son. As it would shatter the illusion of their perfect life they try so hard to believe themselves. Clay and Blaberta both have an unrequited fixation on Stopframe, who represents to them their only possible out from the framework they feel so trapped in. In Moral Orel, the only thing giving into societal pressures can get a person is a surefire pathway to self-destruction, taking with them as much collateral as possible. Meanwhile, the cast of Moral Orel whose arcs feel resolved, who grow and find their happiness, are those who forge their own path, even when it's in direct opposition to the expectations put upon them. Two single parents raising their once estranged children, a woman who overcomes the shame her infertility once brought her, a lesbian couple and their as-of-yet unborn child, well, and Orel. On its face, the last shot of the series may seem somewhat in opposition to the entire thesis of this video. Orel is seen as an adult sharing Christmas with his wife, 2 children, and dog. He's a father in the exact nuclear family structure that the rest of the series completely breaks apart, and yet he's not doomed to repeat his father's mistakes as his father did before him. In the finale, Coach Stopframe imparts on Orel what a positive male role model looks like, further punctuated by his denouncing of Clay's actions, both as a parent and as a person, validating the complex feelings Orel's been having toward his father since their camping trip. All through the series, we see people give Orel half-hearted advice, but it's not until he has more experiences and improves at perceiving the world around him that he is able to take the first steps in overcoming his upbringing. It takes a village to raise a child. The positive influences on Orel's life, those who are imperfect but committed to doing right by those in their lives, those who know how to act selflessly and in good faith, and those who will not be stomped out by others inspire and elevate him, in turn showing him what being a good husband, father, Christian, and human looks like. In life, having role models from all backgrounds is what truly uplifts a child through their development, with immediate family as a mere piece of that puzzle. Thanks for watching.